All right, the next one is put in the form of a question, which is, how long does it take to master a sword? In the story, and there's probably different versions of it, but the one I heard was a young guy goes to a master swordsman and said, look, it was my father's dream that I should become a master, that I should master the sword. But I don't know how much time he has. He's ill, and I really got to get this done quickly. How long until I can master the sword? Now, not master the sword, but master the basic skills and become very perfect. And the guy said it may take maybe 5-6 years. And he goes, well, I don't have nearly that amount of time. What if I doubled my effort and I focus everything on just mastering the sword? He goes, well, in that case, you might not ever get there. Some versions of the story, you'll go through, well, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, well, maybe never. The point being, the more he focused out beyond where he was to where he wanted to be, the less chance he'd ever get there, because you can't get there without going from where you're at to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. It's a surefire way of not attaining a goal when you're not present. Not being present because you're focused on the future outcome. I want to master the sword. Well, first you have to master your own stance. You never mind the sword. Can you even master your own body mechanics? Can you understand balance? Do you understand where your arms and your legs are in relationship to each other? Well, I don't have time for that. I got to get to mastering the sword. You'll never get there. It's kind of like an old radio dial, and you want to get to, say, 103.1, and you're at 98.2. And you don't want to go through all the different frequencies to get where you want. You just want to make a massive leap. You're never, ever going to get there. So the less you focus in on the goal and you focus in on the present moment and the task at hand, the quicker the goal comes to you. One of the worst things that I deal with patients is they want to lose weight. And so they're forever getting on that scale. I'm like, look, the scale is a byproduct of it. What's going to get you there is mastering your own eating habits, and not tomorrow, not the next day, not a meal from now, what you're doing right now at the present moment. And so what they do is they bypass all that. They don't really commit to their diet for any length of time. They don't commit to exercise for any length of time, and they get on the scale, and sure enough, they gain some weight. That's it. I'm done. I quit. Whereas if you could get motivated simply in the process of doing it, living in that present moment, doing whatever it is that you're doing, focused in on it, and then commit to that, the goal that you set for yourself will come much quicker. But if you're looking past all of that, which is where your life occurs, by the way, it's not happening out there in your concepts, it's happening right now in front of you. The more you can be there in that present moment, the quicker your journey will come. You'll get what you're looking for, but you can't look past it. That's what the idea of how long does it take to master the sword? So think about that in your own life. Try to get away from that focused in on the goal thing and understand where you have to be at the present moment right now. And that's how you'll achieve things.